Okay, actually for your class and for your group and another group, I record the tutorial. If you want to hear from another group, depends. Sama je saja je letak. Kalau ada tertinggal ke, ada for those yang tiba-tiba disconnect ke, boleh tengok balik. Okay, so now set. Okay, actually this mathematics discrete is quite easy compared to calculus, maybe lah. Maybe for those ada orang dia calculus lagi mudah mungkin, but my suggestion is every tutorial please do your tutorial on time. So because I think the discrete mathematics is no need to focus more, but enough if you do some exercise including the tutorial so that you can focus on other subject. So please don't kumpul-kumpul then baru nak jawab bila dah nak exam baru nak jawab. So next week is our first quiz. Okay. Our first quiz will involve lecture 1, lecture 2, lecture 3, this is set, and also lecture 4 that we will discuss tomorrow. Lecture 4 is function. Okay, so I plan to do this quiz is on next Thursday. So this quiz contain 4 topic which will contribute to 5% of your mark. Then other than that, apa benda lagi? It is objective MCQ, multi choice question. Itu saja kot. Okay. And you can open your book if you want. Okay, so now this is tutorial 3. Okay, this is set. Okay, like I said previously, this is discrete mathematics is the only subject yang memang computer science school offer for their student. If you go to USM pun ada juga, mana-mana you see lah, discrete mathematics compulsory for computer science student. Why? Okay, for this set, why this is relate to your programming? Okay, how can this relate? Okay, before that, Stephen have question. How many question, madam? Maybe sebab saya tak buat lagi kan? Maybe 5%. Saya sediakan dalam lebih 20 lah, nanti tengok. Maybe 10 to 15 or 15 to 20, something like that. But a simple question. Many of them, maksudnya soalan-soalan macam kita punya discrete math ni dia macam tak perlu penyeraan yang panjang kan? Okay. So that's all for the quiz. Okay. So now I want to explain why do you need to learn set in your math discrete. Okay, some relate to your programming skill. Okay, for example, if you want to do a system, for example, system for booking system, booking maybe room booking for faculty. Okay, there is how many user are there? Okay, user maksudnya kita U besar ialah user kita nak letak kat sini. Elemen yang pertama ialah user kita ialah seorang staff S. Ada lagi apa tak? Ialah staff, saya tulis penuh-penuh lah staff. Okay, other than that student. Okay, this is the user and another one is admin for that particular system. Okay, so now yang ni, okay, for in this, okay, sekarang ni saya nak buat sistem untuk booking room booking for room. Okay, room booking. Okay, so in this room booking system, User is staff, student and admin. And how many module that I create? Module. M, contohnya M besar. M ialah modul. Modul dia ada berapa? Contohnya modul untuk tempahan. Tempahan I name it as A1. Okay, tempahan A1. Other than that is manage room, which is you can modul yang kedua is manage room A2, iaitu kita boleh add or delete room or modify the room punya information. Okay, this is A2 and A1, A2. Just now A1 apa? Ini ialah management. This is booking. How to manage a room. Okay, so yang ni modul yang ketiga ialah mungkin booking room. Lepas tu modul yang ketiga ialah untuk student tu sendiri add or drop. Maksudnya macam kita untuk student registration something yang macam tu kita nak register ke apa ke, that's another module, right? Okay, so okay, kat sini kita ada elemen-elemen. So kita nak kena tahu bahawa in our scope, maksudnya in staff contohnya dia boleh booking, okay, dia boleh manage room and dia boleh manage untuk student punya information. Okay, lepas tu kalau student ni pula apa? Contohnya student hanya boleh which is booking sahaja. Dan kalau dia nak modify dia punya booking, dia boleh delete saja. Macam itulah maksudnya. This is how the set involved in your computer science subject. Macam tu in your programming skill. Okay, so this is the logic that you have to develop. In your database also, how to relate one table to another table and how many table involved. That's in that particular table have element, right? That element is also the set for that particular table. That's the set involved in your programming subject. Okay, so here for the question number 1, problem 1. Okay, here. Well-defined set ke tidak? Give brief reason for each your answer. Okay, for number 1, is it a well-defined set? Sambil-sambil buat, sambil tu kita jawab. Siapa yang tak buat lagi sila kelengkapkan. So that you have masa bila buat quiz tu tak adalah nak study daripada awal. Okay, so problem number 1, is it well-defined set for question 1? Problem 1? Ada orang jawab tak ni? Kalau tak ada orang jawab, kamu boleh view yang previous punya tutorial saya dah record dah tadi. Okay, for number 1. Is this well-defined set? Okay, so this is well-defined set. What is the alphanumeric character? The example of alphanumeric character. It is A, B, C, capital letter, small letter, and also a number. Okay, so we can define it. So this is well-defined set. Okay, so next is collection of all tall people. Is it well-defined? Number 2. No, why? Because tall people, it's really subjective, right? Depends on the person perception. Ada orang kata 160 ke atas sudah tinggi, but for Europe people maybe 160 tu rendah, maksudnya 170 masih rendah ke? Okay, so your friend said that because the answer range is too wide, it's not clear that how tall is called as tall people. Okay, good. The collection of real number x for which, okay, is this a well-defined set? For number 3. Number 3. Yes, and the answer for this is what? Set apa ni? and it is well defined. So what is the value for this, for x? Apa value dia? Yang kalau yang ada dalam ni, kalau lagi bagus, ambil kertas. Kalau tak buat lagi, ambil kertas, buat sama-sama. Sambil kamu siapkan ni, kita bincang dan kita tiga pun faham bila jawab. So what is the value of x here? Okay, 12.5. Okay, this is the answer for this all real number. Because of all real number, so x is elemen dia kat dalam set ni ialah 12.5. So number 4, is this a well-defined set? They all integer x. Okay, for the same question like number 3, is this the well-defined set? Number 4. Okay, some said yes and others said no. Okay, why you said no? Is this undefined? Okay, but the truth value is false. So then, the collection of all integer ni nak kena clear sebab kita nak tahu kita punya kefahaman mengenai set tu bagus ke tidak. Okay, so now this is well-defined set and the element of keys is what? We can't put 12.5 because of integer. Integer not contain the point form, right? Well-defined. Okay, so it's only a empty set, or we can write it as empty set like this, whether this or this. This is the empty set. So it is well defined and the element of set is empty set. Clear? We can't put 12.5 inside here because our x is integer. Okay, understand? Okay. Okay, number 5, the collection of all good tennis player. This is clearly is not undefined set. Okay, this is undefined set for number 5. We don't know how good is the tennis player. Kan, how to rate the tennis player. Whether kalau dia dah sampai ke school punya level tu dah good ke, atau mesti nak masuk Wimbledon dulu baru good ke, atau kena state punya player baru good. Okay, we don't know because it's really subjective for this number 5. Okay, so now for problem 2. Okay, problem 2, list the member of this set. How can we answer for question number 1? List, dia minta kita tuliskan. Okay, so then we can list down for question number 1. Apa? Okay, apa dia real number supaya x kuasa 2 ni sama dengan 1. It's real number. So what is the element of that particular set? Okay, good, Stephen Xiao. Which is 1, negative 1, or we can write it as negative 1 and 1. Okay, we have to clear in this set, dia dua-dua boleh, dua-dua betul. Maksudnya order tu is not, maksudnya kita tak perlu ikut order, yang kecil ke depan, yang besar belakang tak perlu. Maksudnya 1 negatif 1 sama juga dengan negatif 1, 1. Okay, just write it once. Sekali saja tulis yang mana-mana lah, which one. Okay, so for number 2 here. Is a positive integer less than 12. Okay, yang ni jadi apa? Positive integer less than 12. It is elemen dia apa? Positive integer less than 12. It's not begin with 0 but it must begin with 1 because of positive integer. Okay, so we can write it as Xiao mentioned in the chat, which is 1, 2, 3 dot 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 and until 11 because of it is less than 12. It's not less than or equal to 12. Okay, so now or we can write it all value. Kalau rajin nak buat semua pun boleh sebab kalau tiga-tiga ni menunjukkan bahawa dia punya pattern kita dah tulis kat depan which is 1, 2, 3 so that we can kita dah faham bahawa ni akan tambah 1, 1, 1 sehinggalah 11 ataupun tulis semua 4, 5, okay, 6 sampai 11. Okay, so sekarang nombor 3. Okay, is the square of an integer and x is less than 100. Okay, we have the n here. We have to follow the rule. Rule yang pertama, lepas tu mesti agree and rule nombor 2 pun agree. Which is rule yang pertama is square of integer. Integer ni mesti square, square of integer. Dia is equal to square integer. And number 2 ialah apa? And x tu is less than 100. Okay, what is the value for this? Remember we have to put curly bracket first, which is it contain what? It begin with, is it begin with 0 or 1? It's an integer. Integer include 0 tak? Dia tak cakap pun, dia tak cakap positif. Okay, integer, dia tak cakap positive integer or negative integer, so that it's all integer, right? Meaning it's begin with 0 and if it is square but it less than 100. Okay, so it is square which is 1. Another number is 4, 9, 16. Lagi apa? Okay, dekat sini kita boleh letak dot 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 tu tak? Which is kita nak kata pattern dia sama. Yang dekat sini tak perlu tak boleh letak 3 dot ni sebab depan ni okay, kejap. Okay, kat sini kejap ya, Xiao. I will expand later. So, okay, saya terangkan ni dulu. 014 ni, okay, kita tak boleh letak dot, dot, dot. Why? Because of our pattern here. Pattern depan ni tak sama. Okay, so sekarang kalau dia sama maksudnya dia macam kita punya janjang, jujukan tu dia macam 2, 4, 6, 8, macam tu. 5, 10, 15, okay. So yang ni kita kena tulis semua. Okay, 16, selagi kat sini is 25 because of the square ni. Dia kuasa 2. Okay, lepas 25 ialah apa? 36. Lepas tu 49. Lepas tu 64 and the last one is 81. Okay, so this is the answer for number 3. Okay, integer including 0. Actually, integer is including, okay, it from negative, for example, negative 10, okay, sampai negative number, right? Sampai negative infinity, which is negative 9, okay, negative 8, negative 7, okay. Lepas tu, kalau integer ni, maksudnya contohnya negative 5, lepas tu negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, macam tu kan. Lepas tu kat sini ada negative 1, lepas tu kita ada kosong, lepas tu kita ada 1, 2, 3. Okay, so all here is integer negative and all here is integer positive. But all of them is integer including 0. Is it okay, Xiao? Okay. So here, problem 3. For each of the following cases, sketch the Venn diagram. Okay, remember in Venn diagram, the important thing that you have to write is set U must be ada. Maksudnya dalam kamu punya Venn diagram tu mesti ada universal set. Okay, U. Okay, lepas tu adalah elemen yang dalam tu. Okay, for this case is set A, set B and element X tu yang kena ada. Okay, so now for question number 1. It said that X is inside of A. Okay, so this is A and X is element of A. So dalam A ni ada X. Okay, how can we write? Okay, in set, kalau kita ada set macam ni, kita nak letak every element. Contohnya kita ada pada sini set S. Set S ni ada 1, 2, 3. Contohnya ada elemen 1, ada elemen 2 and ada elemen 3. Every time we put our element there, we have to put dot kat situ. So how do we write a set? Okay, so another information here is A is subset of B, meaning that A ni, okay, kat luar dia ada B. Maksudnya dia di dalam B. Okay, this is the answer for number 1. Okay, kalau number 2 pula macam mana? Dia beritahu kat sini, X tu elemen dalam A. Okay, masih yang sama. Okay, and A and B are disjoint, tidak bersilang. Kan macam tu. So, this is our B, dia tidak bersilang. Okay, this is for number 2. Okay, for number 3. Okay, so number 3 macam mana? Dia kata X is element of A and X is not element of B and B is inside A. Macam mana tu? B is inside A. Okay, so sekarang yang ini kita kena padam, kita kena lukis besar sikit A kita ni. Okay, kita kena lukis besar sikit. Okay, this is B sebab B dalam sini kan? Okay, so X ni tak ada dalam B dan B ni ialah subset kepada A. Okay, this is the Venn diagram for question 3. Okay, actually mudah je kan benda ni, ulang balik yang tingkatan 5 punya. Okay, so X is element for number 4. X is element of A and X also element of B. A is not a subset of B and B is not a subset of A. So, kita tahu benda ni bukan subset keseluruhannya, bukan ada di dalam mana-mana salah satu set tu. Okey, tetapi dia bersilang kat situ kan, betul tak? Ayat dia tu menunjukkan bahawa kita ada macam ni. Okey, so kita ada A dan kita ada B. Kamu nak tulis macam mana, kalau tak nak lukis petak pun okey, bulat pun okey, asalkan ada dua kawasan A dengan B dekat situ. Okey, so then kita nak tunjukkan bahawa X ni dia ada dekat A dan dia juga element of B, but these two is not subset of each other. Okey, so this is X tengah-tengah tu dekat persilangan dia tu. Okay, so sekarang bila kita baca macam ni, notation macam ni, kita dah boleh faham apa yang dia nak. Okay, so for problem 4. Okay, for problem 4, I give you about 5 minutes. Please draw this Venn diagram. So after that, I will ask the list for question 2. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. Please draw the Venn diagram for problem 4. Okay, siapa yang dah siap problem 4 tu, cuba draw a Venn diagram for problem 5 juga. I give you 5 minutes. Problem 4 and problem 5. Kita 4 kena lukis Venn diagram, 5 pun lukis Venn diagram. 5 ni dia tak minta pun. But if you draw a Venn diagram, so it's easier for you to answer the question. Okay, so here tutorial 3. Okay, so answer for question 2A, problem 4, 2A. To A bar is outside A, right? So outside A for this is what? Okay, untuk 2A ni. Okay. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, ni ialah 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Okay, this is curly bracket. Okay, so B bar is outside B. Outside B tu apa? Ialah 2, 4, 2, 4, 10, 5, 9. Oh betul. Atau kita tulis sebagai 2, 4, 5, 9, 10. Mana-mana pun betul. Asalkan each element tu ada. Tak kisah dia punya order. Okay, so now C bar which is outside C is what? 1. Lagi? Outside C. Di luar C kita ada 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So sekarang it's not content 7. Okay. So 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So for D, A intersection with B is 2 elements, 6 and 8. Okay. And for A union C ialah apa? A union C kita contain semua kat situ ada 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10 semua 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okey, so sekarang dekat sini untuk F. B intersection with A bar yang di luar A yang intersection with B ialah okey 1, 3, 7, 1, 3, 7. Okey, for G, B intersection with C bar ialah apa? G. G ialah 1, 6, 8. Okay, thank you for those who are answering in the chat. Okay, so for H, jawapannya ialah apa? A tolak B. Elemen A, lepas tu kalau dalam tu ada B, tolak dia keluar. So only A sahaja, which is 2, 4 and 10. And the last one, which is I. Okay, A union B bar, which is A union B, lepas tu di luar dia. Okay, which is kat situ kita ada 5 dan 9. Okay. So, problem 4 settle. So, go for problem 5. Okay, in this problem 5, so after you draw a diagram there, Venn diagram, so you can answer this. A union B ialah apa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Betul? Okey. So sekarang B union C, B intersection with C is, kita ada apa tu? 3, 5, 7 dan 11. Okay, so for number 3, A bar intersection with C bar. Kat situ kita ada apa? Jawapannya ada berapa? Kita ada 9 sahaja. Betul tak? And our number 4 is A tolak dengan C. A tolak dengan C kita ada 4. Lagi 6, 8, 10, 12. Ya saya.
Yang nombor problem 5, nombor 3, 1 tak include ke?
Okey. Bar okey. Okey. Sekarang kamu draw dia punya Venn diagram dia kan. Okey, A tu apa? Multiple of 2. Okey, so sekarang kalau kita tulis kat sini kita ada A. A ialah multiple of 2. Okey. Tak pun kalau kita sekejap saya, kalau kita tak lukis ni pun kita boleh list down kan kat situ, which is kita A is multiple of 2. Multiple of 2, A tu kita ada apa? Kita ada apa? kat situ 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, right? So, kalau macam tu, C kita ada apa? C kita ada N is a prime number, So, kat situ, C apa? Prime number? Is it include 1? Prime number. Okay, so if it is not include 1, so it begin with 2. And what is it? 2, 3 just now? 2, 3 lagi? Okay, so kat situ prime number kita 2, 3, 4 tak boleh, 5, 6 tak boleh, 7, lagi apa? 8 pun tak boleh, 9 pun tak boleh, 10, 11. Okay, so sekarang, okay, kita ada 2, 3, 5, 7 dan 11. So sekarang kita ada untuk nombor 3, kita ada A bar, intersection with C bar. So kita tak boleh ada dekat sini yang di luar. Okay, so sekarang kita ada ni, lepas tu kita ada ni, so kita ada 1, 2, 3 dan sehingga 9. Okay, jadi kat dalam ni kita tak ada 9 dengan 1 lah kan. Okay, so it is include. Okay, so thank you for bagi tahu. Okay, so kat sini is 1 dengan 9. Okay, so and for problem 6, 11 masuk kan? Okay. So sekarang kat situ, 11 ni yang tadi yang prime number tu. Okay. So problem 6 here is power of A. Power set kan, right? Power set is all the subset of A. Subset dia apa? Subset dia ialah it's always include empty set and it's also include the set if itself, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 ni sentiasa ada. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ini memang kena ada. Okay, so this is the power set and other thing is, okay, kita kena list down lah. 1, lagi, this is curly bracket 2, lagi, kat sini ialah 3, 4, okay. Lepas tu buat pula pair yang pair 1, 1 tu. Okay, maksudnya kat sini pasangan yang satu, pasangan, okay, kita kena ada 1, 2. Okay, if you put 1, 2, no need to put 2, 1 sebab it's same. Okay, so after that is 1, 3, 1, 4. Okay. Ini 1, 4. Lepas tu kita ada apa? Kita ada 2, 3. Lepas tu 2, 3 kat sini. Lepas tu kita ada 2, 4. Kita ada 3, 4. 3, 4. And kita ada pasangan yang 3 pula. Which is kita ada 1, 2, 3. Lagi apa? 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Okey, lepas tu kita ada tak cukup 4. Kita ada 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Lepas tu kita ada 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okey. Lepas tu kat sini tutup kurungan yang besar. Okey, so this is the list of power set A. Okey, so this is kalau ada macam ni, macam modulus tu, it is cardinality. How many the power set of 4 ni, how many element? So the element is 16. Okay. So finish with tutorial 3, and for tomorrow your lecture will discuss about function, and I'll put my recorded version. Then I'll put some exercise for attendance. And so see you on next week for next tutorial. Next tutorial tu ada lah. Dan hari Khamis tu Melaka cuti for next week, but I put my record the lecture. You can view it on your weekend, maybe weekend ke hari Jumaat ke hari Khamis tu pun boleh. But for quiz tu kena buat, saya buka 1 hari masa tu nanti untuk quiz tu. So bila-bila boleh buat dalam masa setengah detik. Nanti saya letak masanya. Nanti saya maklumkan dekat dalam Telegram Okay. So finish with our tutorial. Is there any question? Ada soalan tak? Jika tiada, makanya habislah tutorial kita. So today is kita ada 22 attendance kat sini. Okay, so if there is no question, then thank you. Assalamualaikum. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.